Hey Broncos Guru, I'm here in Tbilisi, Georgia, the country. Because of the heavy rains the past couple of days, they decided to open the dam and let the river go down to prevent flooding. Look what happens to all the tour operators' boats. I'm sure they're not very happy about it. But after a while, they'll close the dam again and the river will come back up, hiding all its little secrets.
Definitely looks like it's going to be a rough week for these tour boat captains. Welcome back, guys, to this week's episode of Boating News of the Week. Our first story to make the boating news this week is going to take us down to Florida, where just a little over a week ago, this was the scene when deputies from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office Marine Unit rescued a family of 11 people after their boat capsized and started sinking just east of Beer Can Island on Florida's Gulf Coast. The event occurred late in the afternoon, and a call was sent to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office claiming that several people were in the water after a vessel capsized. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office quickly sent their aviation unit into action, which confirmed that the boat was upside down with several people swimming around it. Fortunately for this crew, there were several Good Samaritan vessels in the area who were able to pitch in and pull 9 of the 11 people out of the water. When the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office did arrive with their Marine unit, there were still 2 men in the water clinging onto the hull of the turned over vessel.
Not a problem. We're gonna make this happen.
Grab onto that.
Grab on that line. Just pull yourself to the boat.
Hold on to it. Jump off the boat.
Okay.
Jump off.
Jump off.
Yeah, come on. Get on here. Come on.
Right to that.
Come on. I got you.
There you go. There you
Come
go.
here. Come here. Give me your hand.
You're good. You're good.
Give me your hand.
Bring me up. Bring me up. We got you.
We got you, bro.
We got you. We got you. Okay. All right. Slide in. Take a breath.
Here, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office can be seen rescuing the last 2 people who were still in the water on board the vessel. At this time, no injuries were reported to any of the other 10, except for the final person who was pulled off the vessel here was complaining about chest pains, and was handed over to medical professionals once on shore.
Anybody under the water? Everybody's out of the water? Okay. Yeah, come on over. I need to get you inside the boat, sir. And we'll...
This crew of 11 is exceptionally fortunate that so many Good Samaritan vessels were in the area, and they were able to get almost all the 11 people plucked out of the water pretty quickly. And the Sheriff's Office did mention that by the time they arrived on the scene, almost everybody who was in the water was wearing a life vest, which drastically aided in the rescue of this crew. Our next story to make the boating news this week is going to take us over to the Bahamas, but speaking of the Bahamas, we were just there for our annual Bimini Fling. I gotta thank the 30 plus captains and 100 plus people who joined us on this event, and we represented the Drain Plug Mafia strong. We look forward to doing it again next year. If it's an event you think you might want to participate in, joining us and a bunch of like-minded boaters and enjoying the Bahamas, just keep an ear out. We'll usually announce dates for the next trip in January. But our next news story also happens to come from Bimini, and this was the scene just a week before we arrived.
Look, they're driving forward with people hanging off the front of the boat.
This is the Sapona shipwreck in Bimini in the Bahamas, and this vessel seen here is a tour boat taking a crew out to view the shipwreck.
Look, that guy right there is the captain.
The story I'm being told is that this tour boat actually came flying in on the Sapona right straight into a bunch of vessels that were already anchored and docked and visiting the wreck. But this tour boat really didn't care, manhandled its way in, tried to drop anchor, and couldn't get its anchor set.
Y'all going on Broncos, Guru?
Causing all kinds of mayhem here at the Sapona shipwreck. Once the vessel couldn't get its anchor set, it wound up colliding with several of the anchored vessels around the area. As they pulled their anchor up, the chaos got even worse, as this vessel was trying to get off the wreck and running its motors around a bunch of people who were snorkeling near the vessel, not really caring who's in its way, including its own tour guests. Fortunately, I was told that everybody was able to get out of the way of this vessel without injury, but things definitely could have gone wrong here. You always gotta watch out. If you're at a popular tourist destination, a lot of these tour boats, they will come in like this. It's not an uncommon sight. In fact, while we were in Bimini, we experienced similar situations at several other sites, so you just gotta be careful when these guys are out there trying to work. And just because in theory it's a tour boat, you're going to think they're professionals doesn't mean they're gonna act like professionals. Our next story to make the boating news this week is going to take us over to the coast of India, where this past week the Indian Coast Guard's Maritime Rescue Coordination Center in Mumbai received a distress call from the freighter Mangalam. The first mate of the vessel reported to the Coast Guard that the vessel had become grounded and unfortunately was taking on water in heavy surf, and the crew of 16 had become panicked and was preparing to abandon ship. The Indian Coast Guard Search and Rescue Center actually instructed the captain and the mate to try and keep the crew on board the vessel, and they wound up dispatching 2 helicopters and a rescue lifeboat to come out and try and assess the situation. Once the life vessel actually arrived, they quickly realized due to the high surf there was no way the boat was going to be able to get close enough to pull the 16 crew members off the disabled vessel, so it was quickly determined the only course of action was going to be an airlift, which can be a daring act when you're dealing with a disabled vessel, a high-stress crew, high winds and seas. Anything can go wrong. But fortunately for this crew, the Indian Coast Guard was able to successfully pull it off, and they were able to lift all 16 crew members off this vessel without issue. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boating News of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out on your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Stephanie Tomlin, Will Everlearn, and Corey Fogg did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.